Hello, everybody! Cyanesque111 here, and welcome back to more Civilization VII as Catherine the Great. I'm deciding on which I should do about my progress on the Pax Imparatoria legacy path, since it is not where it should be on the progress bar right now, quite frankly. One, I could denounce Genghis Khan and go after some of his settlements, since he is closer by. Or two, I could just march all the way up to Trung Trak's civilization of Khmer and declare war on her. But with the latter option, it may create the dilemma of my empire having an enclave abroad, potentially cut off when more settlements are founded between us. Either way, I'd better do something, and fast. I do have settlers queued up in Roma and Mediolanum, though it's gonna be a ways away in Mediolanum, so I may have to rely on Roma for settlers for the time being. Let me get another one queued up, and please tell me that's not going after Shangle. This army right here. Okay, I may have to go after some of Genghis Khan's settlements if he does happen to go after Shangle. Because that is not good. Well, obviously that's not good. It could potentially mean that I won't be able to incorporate it into my civilization until I capture it back from him.
While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand. When falls the Colosseum, Rome shall fall. And when Rome falls, with it shall fall the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. The Colosseum. I'd forgotten about it for a moment while I was rambling on about what I should do. But it's here now. Opening night. At last, the Great Colosseum is unveiled, a monument to spectacle built to stand the test of time. The day of its first event is a wonderful chaos, with visitors traveling from far and wide to queue in the city center in the hopes of being part of cultural history. Let's activate the determined ability on infantry and cavalry units. And I don't even have any cavalry units, do I? I was going to fix it had I enough gold to purchase a chariot. But I don't. Unfortunate.
God with such...
Literacy is complete. And looks like Genghis is becoming friendly with me, so I may have to take the former option of invading him off the table. I'm still pretty hostile with Trung Trak, so I think I may want to go ahead up north and see what I can do to take over Mahendra Parvata and beyond. Is she at war with anyone else besides me? She is at war with Pachacuti. I'm the only one she's hostile with besides that. She's allied with Xerxes, so I'm gonna have to be careful about that. Oh dear. This is giving me a little bit of anxiety, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do entertainment. The settlement limit is kind of the only thing I care about at the moment. Since it is going to be vital for when I capture other civilizations' settlements. Here's one of my settlers I was producing. Okay, so Genghis's troops are moving past Shengal, so I think it should be okay to try to incorporate it into my civilization while it's on my mind. Military training mastery will get me another codex, but I unfortunately have no buildings to slot them in. My blacksmith is coming along nicely. It will help get the library in Mediolanum done faster. I'll go ahead and do the mastery for military training, because it would get me my third codex in the archives, and once that's done, I could put them all in the archives at once. Genghis Khan has a ballista, but what does it matter? I've got another settlement. And Ostia is its name. You can go ahead and take that jade resource. I don't have any more resource slots in my cities. I'm gonna have to probably convert Patavium into a city too, but I don't have the gold for it. Plus, its population is kinda low. Stromboli. Again.
All the world.
Did it damage anything? Okay, it didn't look like it, so I'm in the clear on that. I got my next settler, which is the more important thing. And I am going to have him travel right up here. Skilled trades would be nice to have. I can't build an academy just yet, but I can go ahead and build a harbor for more production for future projects. Another new civilization.
Friedrich II. Hocherfreut, euch kennenzulernen. Ich bin ein Engel im Salon, aber ein Teufel auf dem Schlachtfeld.
Friedrich again, this time of the oblique persona. He was pretty hostile to me and in the distant lands back in the previous game as Isabella. Hopefully we'll fare much better as I try to go ahead and secure a militaristic victory this game. Hopefully with him not being involved, if it can be helped. I'm gonna do science once again, despite the fact that military training mastery is almost complete. Well, Cursus Honorum is the last social tradition I have, which is gonna boost my legion's strength.
Truly brave.
And that's military training mastery completed. Now the crisis is intensifying already with the Houses of Healing. I'm pretty sure you've read most of that stuff back when I had an Antiquity Plague Crisis last time. Which I believe was last game. I don't want recruitment shortfalls. Let's do Let's do prosecute apostates. +5 happiness in infected settlements with the commander station, but -5 settlements with no altar. Genghis is friendly with me, probably because I don't have any cavalry units. Okay, yeah. That's for his leader agenda. Yeah, I'm doing it. He's angry. Even more so once I declare war on him, at last. Oh, Ostia's infected now. It's the first of my settlements to be infected, in all actuality. I'm gonna have him travel towards Patavium, since it is the least populated of my settlements besides Ostia. Can't really have him immigrate to an infected settlement. Really. But my new settler has arrived at this location, and the new settlement's name is Ravenna. I could have had him go for that rubies resource I'm just now seeing. I can get that when Ravenna grows in population again. Not a big deal. Pachacuti wants open markets again. I shall give it to him. How's my Shengal incorporation going along? Okay, only 2 turns left until it is incorporated into my empire. And my empire will grow once more once that's completed. Ooh. Ooh, we got a blizzard coming in. I know that Catherine the Great is from Russia, but I don't think she has a leader ability thing that can protect my troops from the effects of blizzards. Unfortunately. I'll just have to make do. Worst comes to worst, I may have to have my troops rest until they can heal. Okay, my migrant has already arrived in Patavium, and he will be put to work right up here. Another farm. And that's the... No, that's the first milestone for Pax Imparatoria completed. And I haven't even declared war on anyone yet, but that is because I finally incorporated Shengal into my territory. So that's nice. I got my market in Roma done. And I think I am going to do a blacksmith right over here. Okay, there's a blacksmith in Mediolanum. 2 blacksmiths pretty close to each other. Not sure if it would be good for a city design, but having 2 blacksmiths in general would be pretty good for developing anything in my empire. I'll get a garden right next to the blacksmith. 1 more resource slot for Roma. Rubies can go right here in Ostia. It's still infected, but only for 2 more turns. think I may want to get a sanction going as well to further decrease my relationship with Genghis Khan. Sanctions, other than denouncements, will only decrease the relationship by 30 over a period of 10 turns. But it is good if you're looking to go to war with someone in the near future.
Skill.
I don't know if there may be some other preparations I want to make. But here we have Eye of the Beholder. Two artists are lifelong friends, though the media they use are different. They never seem able to agree on the superior form of beauty, the shapely precision of form in a sculpture, or the intricate colors of the painter's flat canvas. I'm already in a celebration. More happiness would be nice to have, because then I'd be close to another celebration, which is most likely going to involve producing more units at a faster rate. What civic can I choose next? I could do philosophy. It's 10 turns, but I think with the palace being hung with detailed paintings, I could get a head start on that. It's only just for 1 turn, but it'll do. My only hope for when I do go to war with Genghis Khan is that Behdet, which is the most likely settlement I'll target first, doesn't get infected. Okay, it's just a bonus resource that can be slotted into one of my towns. All my troops can sleep for now until I'm ready to invade. Which I'm gonna have to do pretty much soon. But I'm gonna have to check if Genghis is in an alliance with someone. Okay, he's already at war with Xerxes and Trung Track. He's helpful with Harriet Tubman, but he's not allied with anyone at the moment. I will do engineering mastery while I'm considering how I want to go about this. Okay, my friendship with Genghis Khan is now unfriendly. So that's giving me a little less war support for... No, that's giving him less war support, since... Hold on, how do I want to say it? So if I declare war on him now, I wouldn't be penalized as much for not being hostile. Because you can only declare formal wars if you're hostile with someone else.
Perfection is a...
I got the second milestone of the Great Library completed. I forgot to slot these codexes into the newly completed library. Can I perhaps... No, I cannot do an academy yet. I'm gonna have to research mathematics for that. Okay, my next settler in Mediolanum's completed. And I think it would be best if I settled right over here. Okay, this is the extent of which Behdet can go. Would be best to settle just outside of that. And before I forget, I want to get a forum in Mediolanum as well. Basilica goes first. The Temple of Jupiter goes second. I just remembered that I have a quest to build an amphitheater somewhere in my empire. I do have a building slot available in this tile right here, which I can use to place the amphitheater down, just like that. That's refinement completed. Crowds fill the amphitheater, conversing excitedly about the performance they are about to witness. Catherine's taste in spectacle has made her realm a destination that must be seen to be believed. I get a scientific attribute point from that. I will put it towards constructing buildings. I'm gonna have to denounce him again to get my relationship with Genghis down even further. The age is 88% complete, so I'm gonna have to hurry if I want to... Oh, now this is the volcanic eruption that causes one of my buildings to be destroyed. This is it. After the past few eruptions of not destroying either of my forum buildings, I was kind of expecting for something like that to happen after all this time. And we have met Napoleon, unexpectedly. I mean, I was expecting to meet at least one or two more leaders this age, given that we are playing on the Pangea Plus map, as you've seen me select at the start of this game. I think I'm gonna hinder the civic study of Genghis Khan for good measure. That should be plenty of sanctioning. Plus I got philosophy completed. And commerce is looking like the last civic I can complete before going on for future civics. And I think I'm gonna do literature for the production towards constructing science buildings. I'm making good progress towards researching mathematics, so I am gonna get some academies in my empire as soon as that's done. Just one above where I need to be to become hostile. The patience that I'm gonna have to show is killing me. Not literally, but it is kind of torturous. Okay, now we are hostile with Genghis Khan. And now, the time has come. Let's go to war, Genghis. Wow. Look at her throwing her scepter down like that. Or waving it down. Didn't actually throw it. And the crisis is culminating at the same time. Perfect tense music fitting for what is to come of these plagues. I just wonder how well I can handle this. I'm gonna do miasma. I didn't think I had that put in before, since... Okay, I did have an immigrant coming from Ostia, so I thought I didn't have miasma put in, but now I do know for a fact that I didn't. Okay, my settler is almost to where he should be. My armies are ready to move in. Okay, my garden is complete in Roma too. Mathematics is going to be completed in 5 turns. I think I should get a production building going to ensure that I get the academy in nicely. Like the saw pit. And I'll get an ancient bridge in for some more gold and culture and production from this tile. I meant to unpack my legatus, but that's okay too. Okay, my settlers arrived, and the next settlement's name is going to be Neapolis. It's all been the same ones I've been seeing since I first played as Rome. Don't know why, but as long as it says to me it's Roman, I'm good for it. And the age of antiquity is coming to an end. I'm really gonna have to hurry now. Can I actually get this settlement under my control in 9 turns? Chances, to me, are kind of slim, but I'll do what I can. With mathematics being completed in 3 turns, I don't really know how I can quickly construct an academy in Roma very quickly. Anything I can do? Okay, the monument can be done in 3 turns. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that while I wait for mathematics to finish up. I think this legion can go ahead and be packed right back in along with this one. The others can do all the dirty work for me. I'm doing it. Hachikuri wants an alliance with me again? Is he... How's he with Genghis Khan? Friendly. But still hostile towards Xerxes and Trung Track. They could potentially form an alliance against me, so I think I am going to reject it. Sorry. This archer, I don't think, can shoot arrows at Behdet from coast. Wait, can they? No, I don't think they can, so I'm just gonna pack it into the legatus for now. Oh, we've got company. Okay, I just barely made it. And we unlocked Chola for having 3 settlements with city centers adjacent to a coastal tile, not counting any ones being adjacent to lakes. That's nice and all, but I still don't plan on playing as any civilizations that are locked by default when playing as certain leaders or their associated civs. I will keep the settlement of Behdet so I can maintain my position along the Pax Imparatoria path. I'm at the 2nd milestone, but I'm still gonna need 3 more points to fully secure my militaristic legacy. I'm not able to train any settlers in Ravenna. I will repair everything in Schengel, but not have enough to produce a settler in Schengel, unfortunately. Now, what am I doing? A difficult decision. The valleys are dotted with cloud-like shapes, swaying in unsettling patterns. A strange illness seems to be ravaging the local sheep flocks, and the shepherds are at a loss for what to do. I kinda need the gold for any units I could purchase from Behdet, what I just captured. I think I picked this option before on my own time, so I'm gonna see what happens if I choose the animals may recover in time. It does get us 2 turns closer to another celebration, but that's not gonna matter since we're getting close to the end of antiquity. What a relief. Amidst the sacking of Behdet, a general orders an obelisk of red granite to be taken away, but the base is damaged in the process. Though dismayed at first, the general sees this as an opportunity to rededicate the monument with new reliefs. Honoring the royal family will get us 50 culture, which I will do to complete commerce. Like so. I will support Pachacuti's open markets action like normal, because that's more gold for me. And now Trung Trek is attempting to hinder my research this time. I do have only 1 turn left before completing mathematics. I don't think ironworking will be necessary at this rate. Though I am doubtful I will be able to secure 1 more settlement like Akhetaten from Genghis Khan. I think I'll go ahead and let her cause me lose 10% science per turn. Okay, looks like it's still at 1 turn, so that's nice. I don't have any eligible slots for this last Jade resource to go to. But I can do Code of Laws Mastery for the Steel Government Secrets espionage action, even though I don't plan on doing espionage all that much this game.
There is geometry.
Got mathematics completed, and just in time, too. I'll put the academy right over here. I think I should purchase a production building to make things go faster. Like this brickyard to go here. It looks like it's still going to take 4 turns to build the academy, so get settled in, everyone. Even with the fishing boats and the woodcutter, still 4 turns. I can do mathematics too for another codex, But that's probably not going to matter all that much, given that this age is about to end. I at least could go exploring with one of these units. Okay, this legion is going to have to be unpacked right now, so it can go ahead and protect my newly captured settlement of Behdet from any more of these chariots. Oh, we got a galley, oh dear.
An eye for...
I'm gonna have to do something about any naval units, too. I'm realizing. Mercy undone. So I think I made the wrong choice of saying that the livestock will recover in time. The farmer's daughter cries as her favorite lamb grows still in her arms. Sadly, the result of her father's patience and mercy towards the sick sheep is that now all the animals are ill. Oh, sheesh. I might have enough gold for 1 or 2 more legions. I have -1 war support for my war against Genghis Khan. That could be a problem. I still at least want to protect Behdet from Genghis Khan until the Antiquity Age ends, so it will be firmly under my control. I don't think settlers are going to do much to help my case with the Pax Imparatoria path. Could I do something to secure a scientific legacy path completion? Probably not, since I have only 1 codex to work with. My academy is going to be completed in 3 turns. Mathematics mastery is going to be completed in 6. That's probably not going to be enough. It is still worth a shot, though. Sure, I can open my borders to you, so long as you pay me 2 gold per turn. Though I don't think the gold is actually going to come from you, but rather somewhere from the shadows. I think this legion's going to get done in by these 2 chariots. Oh, both of these legions got done in. There's a spearman from Mosh. Okay, it's not from the Dar Tidgit people. I thought it was. I think that could be a city-state Genghis Khan is Suzerain of. Oh hey, another promotion for my legatus. I'm gonna do maneuver for his next promotion. +1 movement while on land and ignores terrain movement restrictions when packed. And on top of that, I do have another charge to found another settlement. Probably not gonna help my case again. Okay, it looks like the forum in Mediolanum's complete. It is. Do I have a fishing quay anywhere? Doesn't look... Okay, no, I don't. I thought this was the top of the list I could produce. Of things I could produce. But, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get a harbor down. And... I want a lighthouse, but that is gonna be too expensive. I think I'll just do a fishing quay, so Mediolanum can grow even more. I don't really want any more warehouse buildings in Mediolanum, so perhaps I can do a research initiative to see if I can help make Mathematics Mastery's completion go along any faster.
After the assembly.
My legatus got done in that easily? Oh dear. Things might be looking pretty grim. I don't know how long it's going to take for my commander to recover from being routed. And I had another charge to create another settlement, but it's so late into the age, I don't really care all that much anymore. Tecumseh is our next leader this game. And he is the leader of the Marian Empire. An empire of what would be India. From what I remember. Well, I welcome you into my sphere of influence. The General's Grief. A legion is destroyed, its commander defeated. The Eagle Standard is lost, Roman honor is impugned. The generals clamor for something to be done. I do have the gold necessary for the 300 happiness, but again, the sage is going to end in a few turns. If I choose form a new legion to recover it, I'm not going to have enough time to find an enemy commander and defeat it, unless it is close by. So I'm going to choose the standards as only a symbol. Roman pride endures. I think the only thing for me to do is do Mysticism Mastery, since I've been putting it off for so long. I'm a bit concerned about Behdet being lost to the Mongolians. No, Genghis Khan. I was thinking Mongolians since I've been seeing Genghis Khan. But it's Egypt that he's leading. I'm gonna get a research initiative going in Roma, too. Don't really have anything better to do at the moment.
There is another one.
Okay, it doesn't look like they're going after Behdet at the moment, which is okay. My infantry units can't attack naval units, which is a bummer. I think these naval units are going to have a dilemma in which they should go after this legion or try to retake Behdet. while the age is about to end. What will they choose? I don't know. Okay. Oh!
There is geometry in the
What? That... I was able to complete the mastery for mathematics after all, due to these research initiatives that are going on within Roma and Mediolanum. I would pretty much call this a miracle. A miracle to make up for not being able to complete the Pax Imparatoria legacy path all the way. But I'll settle for fealty, and possibly a militaristic or expansionist legacy point, attribute point on top of that, I meant. Regrowth. The survivors cluster, their eyes filled with memories of what has been lost, but also what remains. Empty lands demand new owners. This becomes that. The plague will become forgotten, and I will uselessly research ironworking next. And I think these archers can have one last jab at... Now I can't have them attack? Oh, well, this archer can attack, at least. Don't know why that couldn't. It's strange, but a mystery that I'm afraid I don't have the time to solve. Now, let's watch this age end as we celebrate our triumph over the scientific legacy path. As Rome with Catherine the Great. Just like that, folks.
great works of literature lay in splendor, their provenance no matter. Roman they became, and Roman they would remain, long after Rome was no more.
Amazing, isn't it? I want to say that this is the first time I've ever gotten to record this cutscene for Rome, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll need to check for that. But yeah, we got a lot done as Catherine the Great for the Antiquity Age. So many Legacy Path milestones completed. Still having trouble with the cultural one, though, since I average about 1 wonder per Antiquity Age nowadays. Wonders aren't all that important in completing Legacy Paths for the exploration and modern cultural Legacy Paths. But moving on from that, our choices are Bulgaria, Chola, Iceland, Mongolia, Norman, Spain, and that's it. I've done the Normans, I think, back when playing as Benjamin Franklin in the second game I did. I know I've done Spain as Benjamin Franklin and Spain and Isabella. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do Bulgaria, since Catherine was from the same continent as Bulgaria, as this game says. Let's do it.
Atop the high peaks, the monks send their prayers skyward, and on the plains below, The trumpet sounds. Bulgaria rides, with swords guided by faith, and faith stronger than steel. Raise the war horn and the saber, the Arcani and the long spear, and set the Bulgars loose upon the world.
If I recall correctly, I remember seeing a bunch of mapping videos about Rome, and they may not be a reliable source of historical information 100% of the time, but I remember what would become Bulgaria, Thrace, being a part of the Roman Empire, and thus this would also be an appropriate unlock for playing as Rome. Let's see what I can use my legacy points on. I'm not going to do the Great Library Golden Age because I only have one academy in my empire, which I think is right here. I am going to do Collector of Knowledge and Scientific Attribute Point. I have 8 out of 8 settlements I can have. I'm gonna put 2 of my militaristic legacy points for fealty. I'm gonna put my wild card towards the militaristic attribute point, and the economic attribute point is the only thing else I can get. And Mediolanum's done some pretty good work for me, being a city, producing all those buildings, and the forum. So I'm gonna do Mediolanum becoming a city, becoming the capital, and let's get a rename to Preslav too. It is automatically gonna be once I select that option. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how things are going along for me. Though we do have a longer way to go before we can properly attempt a militaristic victory in the modern age, including but not limited to going through the exploration and seeing what I can do in the distant lands, especially after I research shipbuilding, which is going to be a little while away. So I'm gonna call it a session for the night and think over how I can properly set myself up to go for a militaristic victory in the modern age without having so many leaders declare war on me. But as for right now, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!